6th edition APA Style Guide gives us guidelines for how to format figures and tables. We are going to learn how tables and figures are to be labeled and titled for publication or for a class paper. Now they're different from each other. And those horizontal lines on the table are called rules. And of course, there are some rules about rules. Tables are a visual display of data. They can show lots of data in a little space. The lines on the table are called rules. At a minimum, you need one rule across the width of the top of the table, and one rule across the width of the bottom of the table. Typically, however, you will see a third rule across the width of the first row of the table. There are never any vertical lines in APA tables, and as with all text in an APA-style document, the font is black, Times New Roman is preferred, and you should use black lines for your rules. Color is never used in APA style. All graphs, charts, histograms, drawings, sketches of an apparatus, pictures, bar napkins, scrawls, any other visual depiction is called a figure. Figures include any visual depiction that is not a table. Both tables and figures are consecutively numbered, but tables and figures are numbered independently. So you may have Table 1, Table 2, Figure 1, then Table 3, Figure 2, etc. When labeling tables in APA style, the label for a table goes above the table. Start with a capital T table and then the table number. There is no period following the table number. Now create a new line. The title of the table is in title case. All words are capitalized except for unimportant words like a, an, and the. Put the title of the table in italics. And the title is left justified, meaning that it is hard against the left margin, not centered or right justified. And it does not end with a period. If the title of the table extends to a second line, that line is not indented. When labeling figures in APA style, the label for the figure goes below the figure. Underneath your figure, type capital F figure and then the figure number followed by a period. The figure number and period are all in italics. Leave one space and on the same line, continue by typing the title of the figure in sentence case. Only the first word and any proper nouns are capitalized. As with tables, the title of the figure is left justified and does not end with a period. Compare the figure and the table here and notice the difference in the formatting between them. If you plan to use a figure from SPSS for a thesis, dissertation, or publication, there are some additional tricks that you should know about formatting figures. As a rule, SPSS output is never in APA style. It always requires some degree of formatting. For graphs especially, the SPSS defaults must be changed to conform to APA style. Now you know how to label and title both tables and figures for publication or class papers. If you want to learn more about creating tables in APA style, I have another video that covers that topic in depth.